Alright guys, back again. Got here is your Monster80 Micargi Stealth. Almost complete now. Got your 79cc Predator. Custom throttle linkage. Got your front and rear LED plug-in USB rechargeable lights. Got your aftermarket Springer Sunlight Deluxe front disc brake. Got your trans, centrifugal clutch, chain drive, rear jack shaft, going back to a 44 tooth rear sprocket. Got your spring loaded chain tensioner there. Got the wide pedal crank set, heavy duty 4-stroke mounting bracket, turned out pretty good. Only thing I got left is the exhaust run. Looked on eBay, I saw a nice header pipe setup. It's got the pipe already welded onto the flange. It'll run straight out to about there. It's got the 8-horse Briggs muffler screwed onto it already and everything, so just gotta wait for that to get here, bolt it on. Turned out pretty good, guys. Looks good. Oh, and with that header pipe I'm getting off of eBay, it comes with the cold air intake, so I could replace this plastic box with a nice little round cold air intake setup. So not sure if I'll do that. I kind of like this flat box. It's out of your way and everything when you're pedaling, so we'll see. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Had a couple issues putting it together, like I discussed in my previous video. Just had to make them that 1-inch spacer, 1-inch cast iron pipe spacer I put in there, because this part was so long. Had to do that. I couldn't use the aluminum V bracket that originally came with the kit. Had to order my own heavy duty 4-stroke bracket. Originally this plate had the 49cc slotted holes. Had to drill my own holes to line up with the 79cc motor. I slotted them a little bit, but not a lot, so there's a tiny bit of play, but not much. One of the biggest issues I had was putting this transmission on. Like I stated previously, the chain that they give you is too short, so you're going to want to get your own chain and make that up. I think this is, I'm not sure if that's 415. I think that might be number 41 roller chain, if I'm not mistaken. Might want to double check on that. And I'm not sure if they just didn't give me everything I needed to put it together or what. But the other issue I had was the clutch mounting. You got this bolt here on the end of your crankshaft, and you screw that on with a washer, lock washer. Basically, that just stops the clutch from sliding off this way, and there's nothing preventing the clutch from going that way. So what you got to do is you got to put a little sleeve behind there, like I have now, and I wound up getting that off the rear jack shaft. Previously, that sleeve was behind this the sprocket here. I'm not sure if that's a 10 or 11 tooth, your drive sprocket. This sprocket was actually flipped around the other way. You'll see that there's a collar on the side of the sprocket there with a set screw. That was flipped the other way. I had an issue with my chain run. Wasn't quite straight, so I needed a little bit of adjustment there. Like I said, I put pretty small slots in the mounting plate for the engine, so I didn't have much movement there. So I had to find a way to adjust that. I believe I needed the chain to go, I think I needed it to go away a little bit. I think it was too far this way. I found that if I switched that sprocket around, I took that sleeve out of the way and got it adjusted where I wanted it. And I noticed that sleeve that was on there previously was 5/8 round inner diameter, and it fit perfectly behind the clutch. So wound up putting it there. Another issue is when the clutch, if it's dry, when it begins to engage, this thing will get kind of jerky. It'll jerk your chain and everything. The engine will shake. So I put a little squirt of oil in the clutch, a little squirt of WD in there. That really smoothed it out. You pedal up to speed, give it a little bit of gas, you roll into it with the throttle, and it's not jerking anymore or shaking the engine or anything. So it's a lot smoother now. So if you're gonna run this trans, you're gonna want to take that sleeve off behind that sprocket, put that behind your clutch on your on the crankshaft, and then you're gonna want to put a little squirt of oil inside that clutch to get rid of that jerkiness when the clutch begins to engage. So just a couple tips there. But other than that, that's about it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time.